Lucky Boys Podcast.
Your life, in terms of whether it's like business or what you're doing in life experiences, all of it is interconnected. You know, it's really like that's still you doing something, right? So as your thought process is in everything. And I always kind of take that into account, and I think about that. And then as I'm journaling or I'm sitting there and I'm thinking about it, I just come to realize, or sometimes even when I'm in the mountain, I'm like, wow, I just look up and I'm like, I just carved this mountain and it took me like 2-3 minutes versus 15 minutes of coming up and down, right? Falling up and down, coming up, trying again, and like feeling like I'm starting to sweat. I'm like, why am I sweating on this mountain? Yeah, you know, so it definitely is a huge factor. So it's like when I think about like why go from uncertainty, why move towards uncertainty and versus comfort, or uncertainty maybe is associated to love then, you know, because you're pushing yourself to grow, right? And I think like a huge factor to that is like, you know, challenges or problems are supposed to happen in your life, you know, and if you don't have problems, then you're, you know, the only person that doesn't have a problem is, right, like you're dead. Like you have no problems after that. You're just a body.
You're just a body.
Yeah. So in terms of like problems being a sign of life, for me is just like, this is what's happening for me, and this is what's challenged me to grow. So if my problem is I'm at this fork in the road and this is what I'm debating between, whether it's two options or 3 options, I'm like, hey, like this is challenging me to grow. This is my time to step up. I'm not going to move into the comfort side, you know, and you know, there's times, of course, that everybody moves towards comfort, but you have to figure out, hey, like, is this where you want to move towards during this time? You know, there's some times where maybe comfort is where you want to be at, and that's completely okay. But it's like those decisions, at least for me, was it was like an uncertainty, but it was a faith that, hey, things are going to work. You know, I know like the way that I play life is I want to win. And if I want to win and I know I'm going to win, just like how when I play games or anything else, or when I'm snowboarding, I'm like, I'm going to get to the end of the mountain. It doesn't matter if I'm falling up and down, right, as I go along the way, or if I'm carving, I just know I'm going to that end. So the plot's going to keep changing, but because I have the faith and I have all that certainty of, you know, everything's going to work out, just stacked up through all these different experiences, I'm willing to jump in and take that chance, right? Like I'm willing to know, like jump off that plane and say, hey, like the chute is going to open and success leaves clues and all these people have done it before me. Why not me?